All right, you guys. Well, welcome to the team call. Audra is going to try and join from the airplane. I don't know how that's going to go. So if it doesn't go well, we're at least prepared. So we have quite evening for you planned today. We're going to go ahead and do some shout outs. I'm going to share my screen. Give me just 1 second. Jay, will you let me know if you can see my screen all right?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, perfect. So I'm going to go ahead with my thousands of tabs open.
No joke.
And, and we're going to go to this right now. So welcome everybody to our weekly team meeting. We have a bunch of guests that we're really excited about. One of them is our own CEO, Jay McNabney. And then we have Mr. Lance Reeder's son, Tanner, on the phone as well. Yay! So we have quite a large topic that we're going to talk about this evening. First, before we get started with that, I did want to give some shout outs. So shout out Savannah, California field rep, raised 2705 at her first event on Saturday. That is awesome, Savannah. Great job. Big shout out to you. And Tracy McNeil had 100% participation at both events she worked this weekend. I maybe had a typo right there. Sorry about that. And raised $5,100 at one of them. Amazing job, Tracy. And then Noah Lonnie, you're amazing as usual. Raised over $1,400 with only 40-ish golfers. So great job. That's amazing. So you guys, we're on to a really fun topic tonight, the Hero Solar Project. I've been working on this project with Jay and Tanner for about a year now. And we have some really cool stuff that we're going to go over with you. So Jay, I would love for you to kind of, tell us about the solar project.
All right. Hey, first, thank you, Leslie, and I'm glad I'm on this call. I'm not sure if Audra is going to be able to make it or not, but I want to share why we did this and why it's important. I believe that everything we've tried to do is to make it where we can actually become financially independent for our entire team through different linear markets. And solar just so happens that Tanner Reeder, Lance's son, has been in the solar industry for many years. He's highly accomplished at what he does, phenomenal at sales. And he has put together a solar company that we were able then to kind of tie it into our Hero project and name it the Hero Solar Project. And the reason why this is important is it doesn't change anything we're currently doing. We go out, whether it's a Hero Day, whether we're setting up on a TSP, what it's allowing us to do is to make money through a different linear market on a back end product that's significant, that can, in many cases, double or triple your income. So what I thought we would do is I thought Tanner would come out this last weekend, and I thought, you know what? It's kind of the onus is on me to go out and try to prove something like this. So we thought we're going to do it on a putting green. So we went out to Pechanga, one of the best relationships we have in the nation. So close to Scott Mallory, and so fortunate to have that relationship here in Temecula, California, with the top resort in the country. They were rated #1. And so we thought, hey, let's set up on a putting green. So I'm out there. And I get there before 6 a.m. and Tanner and I set this thing up, and we think everybody putts before they tee off, right? I mean, I'm into golf. I have never, ever went out and teed off on hole #1 without putting first at any golf course in my entire life. Well, the first foursome goes through, they don't putt, nor does the second, nor does the third. The fourth foursome, which would be a total of 16 people, 2 of them come to putt, but they got to hurry. The other 2 go up to the tee box. Thought, okay, glad that was me and not anybody else on our team. Let's tear down the tent. Let's jump ahead. Let's go all the way to #8. Forget the putting, guys. I was going to putt for Cancun. You can't control them. When people walk up, it's almost like volunteer when they walk up on a putting green where you have a captive audience if you are out on a hole. If they're coming up to hole number 8, for example, where Tanner and I went next, then they have to stop. We just get to the furthest back tee box. We stand out in the driveway when they're coming down the cart path and say, hey guys, need a second of your time. I want to walk you through something that's extremely important. And it's to help the people that protect our freedom each and every day that allow all of us to be here. That's really the bottom line. So Tanner and I started talking about, at this point, I want to talk to you and get you to understand very quickly. I don't want to take up too much time, but how we found a way to make it work. Because initially, we would talk about, hey, the solar company is amazing. We could tell you about it. We could even go into depth. Have you heard about solar? We want to discredit all the myths. And that didn't work. So Tanner said, why don't we just go ahead and pitch Hero like we always do, present it, get the money, then go to number 2, solar. And he was exactly correct. And we kind of crushed it. We were out at Pechanga. It was not a busy day. We did not see a large number of golfers. I was out there because of the putting green from 6 a.m. till 4:30. So I was out there for 10 and a half hours. We had Terry come join us after 5 hours. She got there maybe 11-ish, about 5 hours after I'd been there. And we perfected it. And here's the deal. Tanner runs a highly credible solar company relationship with him and his partner. We have a lady that now it's extremely important that if we set this up, it has to be a reputable solar company. It has to be a company that protects our Hero program's reputation and can never, under any circumstance, hurt that reputation. That's first and foremost. Second, how much do you trust that company? Well, Tanner, I've been Uncle Jay to Tanner since he was 6 years old. I love Tanner. I think he's an amazing person. I actually think the world of him and his dad. And his dad and I are partners in another business. So that's a given. Now we have the right company, the right situation. Now, can it work for our team? Does our team win first? Does it slow down play? Is it difficult to do? Can we perfect it? Can I go out there and perfect it? I don't even go on course anymore. Very, very rare. And to be honest with you, I loved it. I enjoyed the heck out of it. So now let me tell you what we did. Then I'm going to explain the compensation, and then I'm going to turn it over to Tanner. So here's what we do. You go out in your same Hero presentation. Don't change it at all. They pull up your hole. Hey guys, how you doing today? Hey, I just need a moment of your time. My name's Jay McNabney. I'm with the Hero program. Let me tell you what we do and who we are. We're the largest in the nation at golf courses supporting our veterans that protect our freedom with prosthetics, service hog, same presentation, right? Roll into, so what we're doing today, Pechanga is a Hero course. You have a hole in one, you have a closest to the pin. And I want to explain to you why we raise money at golf courses and some of the incentives to motivate you to donate more money, and you go into Cancun, the savings pass, so on. So that all stays the same. And Tanner is the one that thought of this great idea. Well, initially, we mixed it. Hard to do. It's too much information. Now people walk over and they're like, oh my gosh, yeah, absolutely. I want to do Cancun. Here's $50. Here's $100. Other guys, here's $25. And you take their Venmo, you take their credit card, you take their cash, you're done. When that's complete, the key is, can you keep pace of play? And the key is, can you represent why we're going to talk about solar real quick? And can you get their name and phone number in a timely manner? It was super easy, guys. It was really easy. Terry, I hope she's on this call, but I'm going to use her as an example on money that you make and how easy it was. This is something that we've talked about for a year, but did for the first time. I've never done this. We've never rolled it out. We've never tracked it. We've never had Trello. Tanner finally got set up a situation, not finally, set up a situation with Trello, an app that we use, that we believe in. He has an assistant that tracks every single lead, so they'll know that you're supposed to be paid when it closes. So once you close it, it's this simple. Hey guys, I have a quick question for you. And I know, Tanner, you're going to do it a different way, but I'm just going to do it the way I did it, and then Terry can do it. Just different ways because everybody's a little different. You own a home? Yes. 1 out of 4, 2 out of 4, 4 out of 4, 0 out of 4, doesn't matter. You own a home. Fantastic. Well, hey, real quick, we want to let you know that we have partnered with what we feel is the top solar company in the country, and they are going to match every single donation that we get from you guys for our hero program. If you're interested in going green, if you're interested in creating solar and saving a ton of money on your energy bill, all I need to do is write down your name and phone number. They'll call you and set up an appointment to come show you how you can save money, and it's guaranteed the lowest rate. And again, we're the hero program, stellar reputation. We're with this company because they're the best, or we wouldn't be with them. It's that simple. Name, phone number, see ya. Well, what happened was after that, I want to explain to you how much money you can make. California is a different market than every other market, but it's a significant amount of money. If you're in Florida, Colorado, people on this phone, if you're in any other state outside of California, then they pay us, Tanner's company pays us, pretend like you just raised $2,000. Now, whatever level you are, rep, ATM, TM, regional vice president, you guys all know the way you're paid. You just got $2,000. Now you get your percentage of that. So let's take Terry. Terry's a rep. But in California, because of solar and the expensive Southern California Edison bills and the amount that can be made, it's $3,000. Terry, in one day, working half of the day, because I'd already worked half before she got there, ended up with 3 people that wanted solar. More names than that, I think there were 9, but 3 people that said, yes, I want that solar. Do you know that if you take 15% as a rep at $3,000, simple math, it's $450. She got 3. How much is that? That's $1,350. When that solar is put into those homes, it is a delay in time because it has to be closed, contracted, and installed. But $1,350 she made on top for a name and phone number. She doesn't go close it. She doesn't need to know solar. Nothing. She just needs to get the name and the numbers. That's significant. Think about if you just closed one. What if you're in every other state in the country and you're an ATM, for example, you're at 20% and you're getting $400 on each one of these. 1 or 2 of those, you're going to double your pay from a hero day, triple it. She made $1,350. If she had a good hero day and she made $300, $400, $500, she added $1,350 on the back end. It's something that we need to do. The rest of the money, by the way, goes to our hero program, right where it's supposed to go, to prosthetic service dogs, PTSD retreats, and helping children if somebody falls in the line of duty. And so this is a huge win for our team. I'm super happy. I'm very confident in Tanner's abilities, more than I could ever state. But what a windfall on your back end for a name and number. Get 10 numbers. Let's play the numbers games Tanner's taught me. I'll turn it over to Tanner, but if 10 people give a name and number, 5 people set an appointment, and 2 or 3 of them close, you're making a heck of a living. Let that compound at all the events we do nationwide. We're going to end up making as much money with solar as we do, period. So huge opportunity. I wanted to kind of lead into it and let you know that this is something we thought about for a year. We were super slow rolling it out. We had major concerns at tracking it. We have no concerns. We have 0 concerns. We went and tested it. It works. And you can make a tremendous living on the back end. So with that, Tanner, if you want to kind of explain the solar company or anything that I may have missed, I'd love to have you do that.
Definitely. So I also have my partner, Kevin Lane, on. And him and I, we've been partners now for 8 years. I don't know if people have ever had, some, business partnerships for a long time. Jay, I know that you have with my dad. And,
Yes.
it's just amazing that those partnerships, you really can tell that they're going to last for a very, very long time. And I'm grateful to have Kevin. He had mentored me in teaching people how to understand why solar was beneficial. He's been doing it since 2013. So a very long time. Watched the industry grow from back in the old days when there used to be liens on houses, and doing lease was the only way that people could do, or cash. But now with the industry changing and with this huge press for the federal tax credit, we have this tax credit to take advantage of till 2032. So we got a long time ahead of us for us to benefit these people. I take an approach for in terms of like stretching us across the country. We have been doing this since 2018, testing other install partners, creating those relationships, and making sure that we're not using install companies that are going to be contributing a bad name for our representation. Our bottom line is that we personally have tested all of these people for quite some time, and to be able to trust them with our program here, the Hero Solar Project. If you can kind of understand how these numbers look, it's extremely significant. So the amount of money that you guys are collecting, which is phenomenal and admirable, we are now in seeing, let's say we did have a full day, and experiencing a full day of a real true charity golf event, full charity golf event. I'm me, and it is what it is. I'm me, but these were very simple sentences. I'll just share with you a quick example of just these sentences that you say at the end. So after you're receiving your money, all I say is thank you so much for your donations, guys. We have an amazing opportunity here to be able to have your donation double by our partner, the Hero Solar Project. So if this is something that's going to end up being a topic, they guarantee the best solar rates across the nation. We just need a time for a call within this week. So let's get your name and cell number here to match your donation, and they'll send you their link to schedule a 10-minute call. That's it. And we take it from there. You really are in a scenario of awesome passive income. Let us do the heavy lifting. If there's questions, that's a perfect question. That would be great for you to have that answered in the lesson that they're going to teach you. But all in all, I know that there are so many people that have been hurt by this industry because of unethical sales practices. And I've been able to see that being in solar sales, thankfully, helping homeowners to swap their, instead of using one solar company, swapping over to use me. I've seen people overpriced by $28,000 or more, or placed in really bad deals. And so we're grateful that we have this opportunity to contribute. We're talking thousands and thousands. We shouldn't be doing less than 2 solar deals each event. And if so, there's an issue. And so we're going to make sure that we're working hard for you guys. We're working for you. We're grateful to be working for you.
Awesome.
Yep. I think this is we're talking lots and lots of money being raised for our veterans and first responders.
I agree. And hey, I want to help out real quick. Michael French had a question. I probably wasn't clear enough on the commissions. Let me walk you through this really quick. When we close a solar deal off of the leads, when Tanner's team closes, him and his partner, the solar deal off these leads, if it's in California, any state in the United States, it's $2,000 comes to the Hero program. If it's in California, it's $3,000. It's no different than if you just raised $3,000 more on your hole. So again, the example I used earlier, let's take Terry. She's a rep. She sold $3,000 at 15% is $450 times 3 is $1,350 on the back end on sales.
Through
It's
her,
an
we were able to
enormous
generate
opportunity.
9,000.
What's
That's
that?
huge. Through
That's
her, we were
huge.
able to generate $9,000 more in donation to this.
That's right.
That's where it is. Yep.
Yeah, that's another great way to play it, Mike. Maybe that's easier to understand. Thank you, Tanner. Bottom line is, 3 of them's another $9,000 of the Hero program. So now, are you a rep? Are you an ATM? Are you a TM? Or you're an RVP? Take your percentage, because that's what you're going to make. It is a enormous opportunity.
It's such a big opportunity. Does anybody have any questions right now?
I do.
Go for it, Nellie.
Hi, Tanner. How are you, sweetie?
Oh, miss you.
Nice to meet you. So, as reps, because, it's not going to matter where we live. We have family everywhere. And so, for example, the daughter that left me and went to, Kentucky, decided to grab my grandkids and go across the nation. That one, her. So they have like situations to where there's high winds, or they, in California, and we don't have those situations. I know Arizona has those monsoons, or we don't have that. We have earthquakes that just kind of shake us a little bit. So damage to your roof or to your home, or those types of things are some of the concerns that like that people have, or that some people will have when we talk to them about it. What where I'm going with this, right?
Okay. Yep. So that's a perfect question. Well, what if something crazy happens, like for a storm? So there are avenues for additional insurances that homeowners can place. Just for an example, in Florida, in parts of Florida, there's some crazy hurricanes and whatnot, and this would be great for Audra. Also, Audra had this question. So you do need to in Florida, it's required if system size is a certain limit, they do place a $1 million additional insurance policy, which only raises their insurance monthly by no more than $100 per month. And so there's that. But as for normal situations, let's just say in anything of acts of God, it's not covered, but these having solar can be added on homeowners insurance policies, and it's not as much as you think it would be. And so, but all in all, most states aren't going to have insane calamities, but we have bumper to bumper warranties for 25 years. We have roof penetration warranties ranging from 10 years up to 25 years, standing by those roof planes, making sure that they don't leak. So
Tanner, piggybacking on that, so if these natural disasters happen, then the warranties, do those become void, or like how does that?
It's fine print stuff. So if I have a concern that the client's going to have an issue with major calamities, I am going to say, and here is our person to contact for your homeowner's insurance, to add this on top of your homeowner's insurance. And I already end up having these quoted out so that I can give them a rough ballpark figure on how much that would end up being. And they're not going to do it unless it's going to be saving them money anyway. So we make sure that that's going to happen, and there are risks, but we do our best to eliminate risks as much as possible. And force majeure or acts of God is one of those that ends up needing to be under a homeowner's insurance policy, which is really the only thing that isn't covered.
Okay.
Awesome.
So are you able, like, as far as setups go, are you able to, like, do they have to be on the house, or
no.
Can you do it? Okay.
Yeah. So it's cost effective to be on the house. And the reason why homeowners would want it on the house is because of that. Also, we wouldn't need to be doing any trenching or any additional structural engineered plans, which would also increase costs. But homeowners definitely want to have it aesthetically pleasing. Awesome. We get it. And we want to facilitate that for them. And we'll just show them two options of, hey, if you want to take it on the roof, awesome. Otherwise on the ground or a parking structure, we have the ability to show different options.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Tanner?
Hey, well, go ahead, please.
Oh, sorry, Jay. I just want to make sure that we have this question answered. And Jay, I think you just answered it. Stephen out in Houston.
Houston. Yeah, Stephen.
Yeah,
Do
we're
you
set
have
in
a
Houston.
trusted subcontractor out in that area? And are you, and this just piggybacks off of his, but are you licensed in all 50 states?
Almost all. I do not have, let's say, like, for an example, Iowa. I don't have one. I would like to investigate that. There are certain states that I would have to thoroughly investigate, but it's typically because of the cost of power, and it's not cost effective in certain states. But now with all the economic rise, it's been, even cost effective in Alabama. So, and Louisiana. So we have partners in all the states, almost all of them. I don't have a partner in Hawaii. I'm really sorry. I can get that. But it's very, very rare that we actually can install in Hawaii. But it's very easy for me to land that partnership.
Okay, perfect. And then
Hey,
what-
Tanner.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Tanner,
Sorry.
you breaking up to everybody or just me?
Maybe just you. I don't know. Can you hear me, guys?
yeah, we can
Can you hear me,
okay.
Leslie?
Yep.
I heard him fine. Yeah.
Okay.
We had
Yeah, you're kind
a
of cutting in and
question.
out.
Okay, I think it might be your phone, Jay. We did have a question from Mike French. Does this pay on both purchases and lease?
We can show both options. And
Okay.
some people, we're going to protect them by doing a lease or a power purchase agreement versus doing the loan option. We will only do the options based off of their choosing, but also thoroughly educate them so they see which route's going to save them most.
Okay, and can
So I
we,
think what they're asking, Tanner, is are they paid the same, whether it's a purchase or a lease? Will they
Oh,
always get their
yep.
commission?
No matter
That's what they need to know.
Same
Yeah.
thing. Same.
Okay,
Yep.
that's what I thought.
Yep.
another question here is, can we get a list with the names of the company used for each area?
Yes.
Okay,
We can get that.
perfect. That sounds good. Does anybody else have a question right now while we're at a pause?
While you look at those, I want to share something too, because I think you have a lot coming in through the chat. I mean, this is kind of a neat
Yeah,
deal. You always want great back.
Guys,
Oh.
let's see. Do you want me to go through them right now, or?
No, I'll let Leslie
Okay.
lead up the chat.
Sure,
Okay.
Leslie, can you hear me clearly now?
I sure can, yep.
Okay, I just want to let everybody know on our team too, we really did our due diligence. I actually had Tanner's company put on my home. I wanted to see how they handled customer service. I wanted to see how they came and did the construction. I wanted to see what it did to my bill. And so Tanner's company came out and they put it on my home a few months ago before we had this first day, because it was critical that went well. And then I wanted to wait to see what happened to my bills. My Southern California Edison bill averages between 800 and 950 on summer months. So I'm just under $1,000. My first bill was $39 once I had solar. I do pay the monthly payment of $230, but think about this. $230 and $39 is $269 instead of $950. Nothing down. I just don't know why it's not on every home in the country, but I just wanted to tell you my experience, because it was important that I knew what would end up happening, and it saved me about $600 to $700 a month. It's unbelievable, and the people that came and put it in were tremendous. So thank you, Tanner.
Yes, you're welcome. And there is there is a massive amount of savings to be had in certain power districts and some not as much. But all in all, we do our best in making sure that homeowners see their savings and making sure that they're protected and being able to know what risks are there. But I wanted to know, and putting you on the spot, Michael Clancy. Michael Clancy, how's yours doing, sir? Is it doing good?
It's doing very well. It's the month after you installed it, and the guys who did it were great, really good. And people, it's, they're working on my roof. It's 120 degrees out here.
Yeah,
it's hot as hell. I mean, it really is. Anyway, after the first month, I had a small bill, and then I get no bill at all right now. And
Wow.
we've had 30 straight days of 115-degree weather.
Wow.
Amazing.
I keep the house at about 78 degrees. It's great. So not a problem at all.
yeah,
Nice.
that's awesome.
And
Well, good.
we do have some more questions in the chat, if that's okay.
I was seeing, list them off.
Yeah, so we'll start with John Maxwell. Where are the panels made?
Yeah, so there are certain areas that we have different type of panels. Hanwha Q-Cell is an amazing panel. We only sell tier 1 panels. We also have Sun Power panels, which is American made. And then we also have Aptos for California. Aptos is assembled in LA. And so just so you know, Hanwha Q-Cell, which is a major panel, it's assembled in Georgia. And so we don't know where all the components come from, but they have that USA stamp of assembled in the US. And so we appreciate that. And that's what we seek after.
That is awesome. We have another question from Jason. How does the solar company don't double the donations? Do we have to track what each phone number in the list donated?
We can do that, but I
go
guess
ahead.
On your side, Jay, go ahead.
Yeah, we have it on our side. When they show the donations, we will match up the name, then we work directly with Tanner through the Trello tracking. So we're clean. The team does not have to worry about that. We're clean.
Can you install in New York, Illinois, Michigan, and Wisconsin?
Of course, we need to. Holy cow, those are bad areas for power costs, for sure.
That's for sure. Okay, great. Does anybody else have a question at this point? Please unmute yourself and ask right now if you can.
Can you hear me now?
Hey,
Yes.
Mike.
I can hear you, yes.
Finally
Hi,
got my microphone working, but I don't need it now.
Well, as you can see here on my screen here, we do have some protocols for everything. We do have the new banner that we created that is on the CRM. And let me move you guys over here. We have this tracking sheet here for every single hero solar project day. You can go and download that from the CRM as well. It does have the name, phone, appointment date, and appointment time on there. So you'll just fill out that. That's what I think Terry was using out on the whole that day. We also have this flyer. So if you just put this simple flyer on your table while you're doing that hero day, you're able to find that on the CRM, print that as well, and that will be available for immediate use as well. So I just wanted to run through these things on a screen really quick.
One more thing, Leslie, I have also, kind of like a little script example for anyone to use.
Great.
Can I share my screen real quick here?
Absolutely.
Okay, let me see if I could do that real quick. And I will...
sharing my screen. Let's see here.
Oh, you might have to stop video and stuff or something. I don't know. Hopefully not.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Do you want me to send it over to you and then you can share it on your side?
I think if I just stop sharing the screen, you should be able to start sharing the screen. So try that now, Tanner.
Okay. Alrighty, let's see. Do you and share content? Only host can share. Dang it.
Oh, gosh darn it. Well, hey, if
Okay.
you have that verbiage, that is
Yep.
amazing. Would you be able to send that over to Jay and I?
Yep.
And then we can send it out to our teams and then get
Yep.
it on the CRM as well. So that everybody can kind of see that. But do you have pointers for things that you say out there on the whole, on the course that you'd like to share at this time?
Yes. So I would say the biggest thing is the overemphasis and understanding, like they just gave some money. Express your gratitude. That's an amazing thing. And then share that we have such an amazing relationship that just recently got introduced into the Hero program. It's called the Hero Solar Project, and they want to double the donation of what you received. All we have to do is just make sure that we're having your name and phone number, and they'll be able to call and give you the information to protect you from the solar industry, but also guarantee the cheapest solar rates in the nation. And then there you go. So just that's the main
Perfect.
of the mission, is to protect everybody from the solar industry. We're going to give them the little understandings of the bad, the risks that are there, but we're going to thoroughly hook them up. And we want to get these referrals going. What we end up choosing to do is just getting these referrals going. They're motivated to do that, especially for the good cause. And so, but yeah, we want to grow and duplicate all of these contacts.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I'll make sure that that script gets on the CRM. But I loved hearing just you say that. So it gives us an audio version of what we need to duplicate out there in
Hey,
the
it's
field.
recorded too. And you can
Yep,
just
and it's
mimic
recorded too.
mimic that tonality.
There you go.
Key tonality.
Perfect. Perfect. Well, thank you so much. Do we have any other questions right now? Jay, do you have anything to add?
No, I think it's really that simple. We're telling them that we've partnered with the top solar company nationwide that actually gives back to our heroes that protect our freedom. And they are willing to match 100% of the donation of anybody that goes in and puts their name and phone number down to get a quote. And they're going to guarantee, not only are they helping our hero program, they're the best company, but they're guaranteeing the best rate for all of our people that support our hero program. It's that simple. Name and phone number, game over. And then from that point, we don't need to, Tanner's company will tell them about the panels and the laws and the insurance and what they need. And all we need to do is Terry made $1,350 in 5 hours just getting a couple names and numbers. And I think that's just the tip of the iceberg. I think we're going to have some enormous days at certain events. So this is something that you can add not only on a hero day, but you can add it out in TSP. You can add it wherever you're comfortable on course fundraising, and just gather solar leads as a back end product. And the main thing for us, we had to know that it did not slow down play, and it absolutely does not. And many, many people really appreciated that we even offered it. So it worked out great.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Just one more thing in our pocket, you guys. This is awesome stuff. And I can already tell you, I'm going to go out and try this myself. Gosh, this is awesome.
Dude, it's probably the quickest money opportunity there. It really is.
Yeah.
Super fast.
Yeah. And
one conversation.
Yeah, absolutely.
Leslie, I have a question. This is Mike Rogers.
Hey, Mike.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? I'm tired.
Yeah, well, I know how that can be. On the sheet that you had there, the for the numbers and the names, you had on there appointments and time. Are we expected to get the appointment that day, or I missed something here?
I can help you, Mike.
Yeah,
Mike, I'll help you with that real quick. This is Jay. No, you don't need to at all. You need the name and phone number, Mike. But there could be that person that walks up, say I walked up and I really want solar, and say, oh my gosh, perfect timing, you're kidding me. That supports our veterans and I get the best rate. can you have somebody try to set an appointment with me on Thursday when I'm home? Write
Right.
down, call him on Thursday. But it's definitely 100% not needed. It's just an additional thing in case somebody says, I really want somebody to come talk to me on this day.
Okay.
Mike, I'll just kind of tell you, the less steps that we have, the quicker we get you money, the higher frequency rate of us being able to close that thing. So if you can, awesome, go right ahead. Be like, all right, so what day's best for you? Awesome. Let's put it down. I'll make sure that they give you a call. And then,
Okay.
wow, you just fast forwarded a full step for us. And great, we're that much closer. So
Good point.
Well, then I have another question. I put it in the chat. I'm in the Missouri area, but I go to Kansas. I'm going to be going to Arkansas. Are those areas that you're in?
Kansas, no. I can get a partner over there, but the others, yes.
Okay. All right. Oh, and Leslie,
Yes.
I owe you a Hero Day conversation on your podcast. If you remember, I promised to do that and never got it done. So the next time you want me to give my spiel, you let me know.
Oh, that's wonderful. You know, it was JT that has the podcast. So whenever he's ready, you
Well, it was on your meeting. You wanted me to talk on one of these one of your
on the
team
meeting.
meetings. A
Yes,
podcast
that
was
would
a
be
bad
great.
choice of words. But
No, that would be great, Mike. You are the best. I have so much love for you. So thank you so much for all that you do. But yes, we would love to have that happen
just
as
let me
soon as
know.
we can. Okay,
No problem. Bye.
perfect. I hope you're feeling better. Well, everybody, does anybody else have a question for Tanner or for Jay? Otherwise, we'll kind of wrap this up. But this has been a great meeting. I do want everybody to know that these documents are on the CRM for your use right now. So you can go download those at your availability and use them and get out there and start doing this. And I know Tanner and Jay, I speak on behalf of both of them. You can reach out to both of them with any questions, comments, concerns, anything that happens out there, you're able to contact those guys. So
Yeah.
Tanner, would you mind putting your information in the chat just so everybody knows?
100%. Let's see.
Okay.
So I'm also a little challenged at the
That's
so
okay.
how do I do the chat? There it is. Okay, here's the chat. Everyone, this is my cell number. Text me your first and last name and the regions that you're over, and it would be really helpful. And any questions at all, and love to help out. Best is text. I do have a lot of volume of people needing some help and whatnot, so I'd appreciate that. I'll be able to link with you, and I'm looking forward to working for you guys. So let's make a change. That'll be great.
Let's do it for the heroes. I love it. Thank you, Tanner, for joining. Thank you, Jay, for joining. This has been an awesome call. Does anyone have anything to add? I think we're good.
Thanks for having me.
Awesome, guys.
Do
Well,
it.
I'll
Hey,
have
Tanner,
it
thanks.
Thanks, Tanner.
Thanks, everybody.
soon.
Have a great day.
See you
Thank
soon,
you
Jay.
so much.
See you.
All
Thanks,
righty.
guys.
Bye,
Thanks,
everybody.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.